I need not remind you, class, that I am the leading mind in this institution, and teaching a class of freshmen is a gross waste of my time and talents. And yet, the university insists that I teach an introductory course to help shape blossoming minds. I feel I don't need to state how lucky you all are to have me as your Physics 113 professor. However, due to the average score on the recent exam being a failing grade, the university has requested that I offer supplementary work in order for some of you to boost your grades. Normally, I would shudder at the thought of offering extra credit, but it has been pointed out to me by the powers that be that this gives some of you an opportunity to work more closely with me. Something I feel most, if not all of you, would greatly benefit from.
Well, that exam was a bunch of bullshit. Milton, you're smart. How'd you do?
My parents are gonna kill me.
That good, huh?
I'm an engineer that can't even pass an entry-level physics class. Might as well change my major to something more plausible, like dishwasher or doorstop.
Okay, judging by how everyone looks, you're not alone. He's gonna need a lot of extra credit. Professor? Hi, I'm in your Physics 113 class, the 830 section. You offered some kind of extra credit if we came and talked to you, so here I am, talking to you.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm sure we can come to some sort of arrangement.
Really? Well, that's good. My grades are important to me.
Of course, as they are to everybody. The question now is, how hard are you willing to work to improve those grades?
What do you mean? I'm willing to do some kind of paper, or I can do extra lab hours or something.
No. Nothing like that. I was thinking something more along the lines of working under me quite closely. And your grade would be based on how pleased I am at the end of our time together.
Professor, you can't say something like that. That sounds...
Can't what? I was just offering you a after-hours research assignment given to you by the university's most respected and tenured professor.
You can't say something like that.
Any perversions you've heard in this conversation are entirely on your end.
I cannot believe that asshole. Who the fuck does he think he is?
Are you sure that's what he said?
Are you fucking kidding me? You think I'm making this up?
That's not what I said.
You think this is some kinky fantasy I have?
That's not what I said.
Oh, maybe I'm delusional because secretly I just want to jump on Professor Hunley's dick.
For Christ's sake, River, we're in a dining court. Can you chill? Look, all I'm saying is that Professor Hunley is the leading researcher.
Yeah, that's what he said.
And he really is making some great differences. Some of his discoveries are going to change the world.
Maybe you're the one who wants to jump on his dick.
All right. I know you're convinced. But the professor I know would never ask that from one of his students, all right? Okay. Well, I gotta get some research done. Professor Hunley and I are going over yesterday's data sets, and he says it's extremely important that they're correct. I'll see you tonight. Okay, fine. See you, Milton.
He wants me to paint his garage.
Welcome to the first meeting of the Extra Credit Club. Now, Professor Hunley has been a pain in the ass for all of us here, and I intend to fix that. I've invited you all because you three have a particular set of skills, and because I trust you. The plan is simple: change everyone's grades to passing. Now, this isn't a self-righteous quest about righting wrongs or getting revenge, so if any of you have dreams of playing Robin Hood, then get out. But if you're here because you know that you deserve, that we all deserve, better grades than what he's giving us, then welcome to the club. We all know that Professor Hunley's an asshole, but unfortunately, he isn't a dumb asshole. If we're gonna make this work, we're gonna have to play his weaknesses against him. Luckily for us, he's just as much of an ass to his students as he is to his TAs. Jess?
Professor Hunley is neurotically predictable. He has office hours every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 11:30 to 12:30, which he normally skips for lunch. But during that time, he leaves his computer on so I can finish grading papers. It would be relatively easy for me to set something on his computer without him noticing. As long as we wait to change the grades until after he finishes final grades, he should never notice.
If Jess is his TA, why can't you just change our grades for Physics 113 and be done with it? She has access to it, right?
Because I don't have access to my own grades. And I sure as hell am not doing this for free.
And no one is asking you to. Milton, you're running the nerd stuff. We need a program that can access Professor Hunley's passwords. Once we have those, logging in and changing our grades will be simple.
That part's actually really easy. The simple key logging software should work perfectly. As long as the flash drive isn't removed, we'll be able to see any keystrokes he makes.
And it can be traced back to us? There's no way to detect it?
Well, if the flash drive is removed, the program won't work. But we'd have all the information from it, and there's no way to determine where it actually came from.
This plan is easy as long as everyone does their part.
And what about me? What's my part?
The problem is the program isn't able to discriminate. Any set of keystrokes is just as valid as any other set of keystrokes, so it's difficult to determine what his password is. However,
If we can ensure the exact time that Professor Hunley accesses his gradebooks, then we can get his passwords.
And you want me to...
Just ask him to check your grades. Since he doesn't use the school's online grading system, I mean, he has to have some way of checking the grades.
Why can't you just do it?
Well, I already kicked up a storm by reporting him to the dean, even though nothing came of it. It's too much of a risk to hope he doesn't recognize me.
Alright, everything seems fine if everything goes straight. But if something goes wrong, then what?
Let's hope nothing does.
But if something does,
If something does, that's where I come in. I had a rebellious phase in high school. If it all goes to hell, I'll do what I can to salvage it. But, admittedly, sometimes you just have to go down with the ship.
What are you doing in my office?
I was just waiting for you, Professor.
I leave every day at 5:30.
I was just hoping to find a way to earn some extra credit.
Oh. You must be in my introduction to physics class then. Did you really think I wouldn't recognize you? You were the one that caused that scene earlier. That explains this flash drive. I found the keylogging software you put on my computer. I don't know how you got it there. But you better do a better job of covering your tracks. Come on.
How'd it go? Expelled.
Shit, whatever.
we're really sorry, Ruth.
That was all my idea. It'd be pretty shitty of me to pull you guys down with me. Even a thief has a code. Besides, you can't win all the time.
well, I wouldn't say we lost.
What do you mean?
When we went over some of the data we got from the key logger software, before Hunley realized it was there, we found something interesting.
Something interesting?
Something very interesting.
Oh, alright, well, fucking out with it.
He was selling his research,
What?
right? He sent the email on the fucking school computer.
The key logger found an email he had sent to some corporation. They were offering him tens of thousands.
Holy shit. So, what'd you do?
Well, I didn't do anything.
Bullshit. He sent an anonymous notification to the university.
We're pretty sure they filed a complete investigation against him because he didn't show up for any of his classes.
I think that's a pretty good guess. That was refreshing.
I don't suppose Adam said anything to you.
No, complete radio silence.
No, I knew he was mad, but
And that asshole's stubborn, not stupid. But come on, let's talk about something fun. You know, they gave me 2 weeks before I have to leave, and I've heard some rather nasty rumors about Professor McCormick.